Hey Tubies, it's Psychic Bob. Well, here we are, it's Friday, and it's time for UFO Friday. Before we get in that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who came out to yesterday's video about my Louis Vuitton bag. Well, check it out. I've got it out, and I've been walking with it today. As you can see, its wrinkles are coming out. It's looking really great. So, I'm having a great time. The bag's performing really well. On Sunday, we're going to talk about how to preserve your Louis Vuitton bag. So I'm going to have a little bit on that on Sunday for you. So definitely be here for that. Anyways, today is UFO Friday. And, I tell you, I've been having such interesting experiences studying this UFO phenomenon over the last few years. And what's really amazing to me is that I'm not alone in what I've seen and experienced. Anyways, let's take a walk and talk about all this. I'm at this wonderful park over near where I live, and I like to come over here to watch for UFOs because there's such an open expanse of sky here. Check this out. It's just wide open and just beautiful. Today we got a really clear blue sky. I'm telling you, it's absolutely beautiful. So let's walk on along. As I said, this is a wonderful place to come and to watch for UFOs because you can see so very much. I love this park because it has a beautiful pond in it. Check this out. See the birds over there? Here's our little footbridge. And then over here we have another little body of water. A lot of people have seen UFOs come in and out of the water. And this is something that is actually a phenomena that a lot of people have noticed. I do believe that there are underwater UFO bases. There are a lot of people on YouTube who have even filmed these things. Here's this wonderful little footbridge. They have giant goldfish in here and turtles. I don't know if we'll see any today. Let's stroll along and see what there is to see. Oh, look at that, Tubies. There's an interesting, looks like a tree growing under the water there. Very fascinating. It's a little shallow. Let's move a little deeper here. Maybe there's some other fish down here. I don't see a thing today. Normally we've got fish here. Let's go the other side. I'm not seeing any fish. That's kind of strange. I hope the water didn't become polluted. Well, anyways, back to our original subject. I'll talk about anything all day long. UFOs. So as I said, this is a great place to watch for UFOs. One of the things that I've been encountering more and more is that UFOs are now seeming to appear and disappear. Now, some of this may be cloaking devices. You may remember in Star Trek, the Romulan ships had cloaking devices. But more people are saying to me that they're literally seeing UFOs as if they're coming in and out of dimensional portals. And I think that we have to really give consideration to the fact that the aliens can cross vast distances of time and space using dimensional portals. Look at this, guys. Here I'm talking about UFOs, and they've sent a helicopter right over me. This is very mysterious. swear it seems whenever I start talking about UFOs, all the helicopters come out. Now, there's one of them. Usually they send the black ones that hover right over my home. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. We'll have to talk about that too, the observation of UFO observers. That'll be another video. But as I've been studying the various writings of people who have uncovered UFO phenomena, some of them have actually spoken with aliens directly. And the aliens themselves have said that they're able to, in a sense, use like wormholes or interdimensional portals to cross vast distances of space instantly. I believe that in time we'll have to revisit Einstein's relativity theory, because though it seems to be true, I get the sense, at least from what I've observed, that there are kind of new physics in play that even make that theory a bit outdated. I had a client come see me recently, and she said to me, "Psychic Bob, I swear that the government is now exploring interdimensional portals." And I said, I believe it too, because I've seen some strange things that have made me believe that the concepts of materialization and dematerialization and wormholes and all of this is no longer science fiction, but is now fact. Of course, when we start talking about interdimensional portals, that also opens up the whole issue of time and space and the ability possibly even to do time travel as well. I think that will have to be a whole nother video. But I saw an interesting film recently where they were saying that time and space are kind of like a film. It's like you have a film and you have the soundtrack embedded in the film. But if you control the film, you can go to the end of the film or stop the film or go back in the film and stretch the film, i.e. make time stretch longer, or shrink the film, make time speed up. I think all of these issues have to be looked at, because if we are at the place now where we're having interdimensional travel, we also have to think about what are the long-term effects of that. If it affects the time-space continuum and people are now drifting between time zones or time realities, how could that affect the world? So when we talk about interdimensional portals, I think we really have to kind of realize that it's not all just fun and games, that it could have the potential to either do amazing things or create catastrophic situations. My, the sky is so blue today, guys. Look at this sky. Wow. It's a deep blue you could just go into. It's almost like a blue screen, isn't it? I tell you, it's so good to be out in nature. It revitalizes one's soul. It really does. But anyways, I just want to come here and talk to you about, these interdimensional portals, because I'm curious if any of you have had the experience of seeing a UFO literally blip out or appear as if it crossed into some doorway and disappeared. I think it's also very, very fascinating. We're coming up to this small hill here, and I love this little hill because it reminds me of the ancient Celtic fairy mounds. They believe when you had a small hill of rounded earth, such as we have here, that it was actually an entrance into the fairyland. In a sense, this rounded hill was a interdimensional portal. Many people said that when you would enter fairyland, that time was different. That you could be in fairyland for 5 minutes and return to Earth and 50 years had passed. This is really fascinating when you read these tales, because these were written long before the awareness of time, space, and the theory of relativity. So we have to ask ourselves, how could the ancients have known about this, unless perhaps they truly did experience a dimensional portal? I think we have to think about that. And if that's true, then it means that dimensional gateways, dimensional portals are available here on the Earth. You know, my spirit guides have shown me that in ancient Atlantis, that the Atlanteans freely intermingled with aliens, that people from the stars came to visit. I believe that. I did a previous video about the UFO off the coast of Bermuda, which I also believe is an area where there is an interdimensional portal. Anyways, we've got a lot to talk about with this, but today I just want to come and bring the concept to you, and maybe you could tell me in the box below some of your ideas about interdimensional portals, time travel. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Well, guys, I am so glad that you're here today, and I've so enjoyed having the opportunity to share these ideas with you. Listen, I hope that you'll stay here at Spirit Channel. I hope you'll like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends, and let's get out the word about Spirit Channel and all the stuff we do here. Anyways, tell me in the box below your thoughts about interdimensional portals, time travel, and all of this. I'd love to hear your theories and beliefs and experiences as well. Maybe you've seen a UFO that's crossed between dimensions. I'd sure love to see it. Anyways, guys, tell me about your experiences. And by the way, we'll have coming up here soon another video. Our next video will be horoscopes for tomorrow. Just so you know, unfortunately, I did not get out horoscopes for today. Psychic Bob has been so crazy busy, and I just needed a break. So I'm slacking for a day, but don't worry, we'll have horoscopes for tomorrow a little later today. Thanks for being here, guys. I love you. Sending my blessings. We'll see you soon. Blessed be.